Guys, he's holding back. Okay, he's saving it because we got such a great show for you guys tonight. Oh, so he's trying to hold back all that vigor that he has. Does that sound about right?
Tons of vigor.
Yeah, you see, this is what we talk about, guys. What we're talking about. I hope everybody's doing well. Another episode. Of course, y'all seen the title. All right, abortions and vasectomies at the DNC. Okay, so that's what we'll be closing out tonight's show with. That'll be our main topic covering the DNC. But I want to go ahead and I want to jump into something that's more Showtime with the Q related. But it's a particular show that we covered, and we must talk about it because of its woke nature, and that is the Acolyte.
The
All right,
Dykeolite.
the Acolyte. Yeah, your favorite Star Wars show series ever made. I think that's what you told me,
It
right?
was the most contrived fucking Star Wars ever made. I give him that much.
Okay, okay. The most
They had a
contrived.
bunch of they had a bunch of people that they wanted to promote, and so they made a show around them. That's what they fucking did, and it was trash.
Okay.
So, fuck your woke trash. And hey, I like lesbians. I support lesbians, the good-looking ones, and so so that wasn't even a factor in my consideration. Maybe the fact that they forced fucking wombed a baby, that was kind of weird, right? Or maybe that they just died out of thin air. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was I mean, that could have thrown you off a little bit.
What was that show about? I don't even remember. I can't even sum the plot up. Could you sum the plot up? I
What
can't sum it up. Some twins were
it was
separated. One was evil, one wasn't. But then it turns out they switched, and one was evil, and the other one wasn't. And then they got attracted to the dark side, and then they got repelled from the dark side. And then the Jedi came, and the Jedi killed their parents and tried to put them in jail. And then it was over. And then I couldn't remember what I watched. There we go.
it was kind of something similar to that. I mean, something a little similar to that. It was supposed to be a murder mystery. That was the whole premise of it. Murder mystery.
Really? Did they leave something mysterious until the end? Because that's usually how a murder mystery works. Usually you don't know something until the very end, and then we kind of knew everything as it went.
Well, I mean, they did their best. Doesn't that count for something?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
From the
Okay.
immortal words of
Look.
Twisted Sister, if that's your best won't do.
Now we've got some articles right here. I just want to touch on a couple of them. Then we got a video from a young lady as well that we want to go through. But right up here it says the acolyte broke new ground. I don't know whether that's true or not. Um,
What ground is that?
supposedly, it broke lower. I don't know if it broke ground. It broke plenty of lower. But it says why is cancellation is bad news for the future of Star Wars. Do you feel like that's bad news for the future?
No, I think that cancellation of Star Wars across the board would be a glorious thing.
Oh, see, so you saying just nix all of it together?
Nix it
Just
all.
don't need,
You
just
already,
don't even worry
what
about it.
this cancerous tumor, I don't think can be extracted from the carcass of Star Wars. So I think
This
it's too far gone. We've had too
okay,
much bad
okay,
stuff. If they could eliminate all the TV shows, just get rid of
okay.
all the TV
Eliminate all the
shows.
TV shows.
We could deal with Solo. We could deal with Rogue One. We could deal with even the stupid fucking Jedi
New trilogy.
trilogy. Yeah,
Yeah,
but like even that, and we could be like, eh. At the end of the day, it was meh. It was good
yeah.
for a while, but then eh. But this TV shit, man, they just need to make an announcement that
That's it.
none of the
Except for
TV shit
Andor.
is
Except for
canon.
Andor. Except for Andor.
Yeah, but you got to sometimes throw out the baby with the bathwater. So um,
We got to destroy it all.
sometimes you got to just destroy it all. And they taken too
But
long
let's
to
get.
put out another season to where I don't even give a fuck anymore.
Well, I mean,
That's a
these
problem.
things. These things. Yeah, it is a
Timing
problem.
is a big
Take
thing
time.
in movies, and they're fucking up. Like they don't even
Used
care
to
about
put out.
me. I'm the consumer, and they don't care about me, the consumer. They can fuck right off.
Well, yeah, they used to put out new episodes every year. But you see, the issue is now is that you have so many streaming services is that you got people doing projects all the time, and so now you're trying to work within their schedule. Whereas back in the day, it's like, no, you just got this project because there might not be another project for about 3 or 4 years that you might be able to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Now you got every streaming service. They got their own TV shows and all that stuff. So it's just like people are stretched thin, you know. But I want to go over a couple things right here.
Well, hang
Los
on a sec.
Angeles Times.
Are there
Oh,
any
oh,
good TV shows right now? Are we missing anything that? I mean, we haven't even talked about covering anything that's going on right now.
yeah, I know we haven't. Some people said House of Dragon kind of fell by the wayside.
I can't even watch
Uh,
that. The service I steal that shit from doesn't have those for some reason. It pisses me off.
I mean, the Rings of Power is coming up with a second
Oh my
season.
god, you said that and my head just started hurting. Don't ever say that again.
Oh yeah, the Rings of Power. Look,
Me and you done almost 100 episodes. Showtime to Cube. I ain't put my foot down yet, my friend. Don't make me put my foot down with season 2. Please, 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 don't make us do it.
look, man.
Or let us do it in one episode, right? Let us just clear the whole thing and do it in one episode.
Okay, that's what we watch the whole thing and then in one episode.
We'll do like a 2-hour we'll do like a long 2-hour episode on it or something. But like,
yeah, there you go.
oh god, to make me suffer for like 2 months over that shit would suck. I mean, it's genuinely bad. It is so bad. Like
maybe season 2 will be better though.
But like these people, like they were never told what Lord of the Rings was about before they wrote the script. They were literally given like a one pager to cover all of Tolkien's works, and they had to go from there. And that's why it's total dog shit. So again,
this could be the case.
This is no different than Star Wars. These are people who are not passionate about the project, at all. I remember years ago.
About something though. They've got passion about something though.
I don't know what the fuck you're. Passionate about some gay shit.
Yeah, that's it. Inclusivity.
These motherfucker these people who push this shit and think they're political, they don't understand politics like at all. They're genuinely some of the dumbest people ever. But communists are always dumb. So,
I mean, as I said, they're doing their best. Okay, so Los Angeles Times up here. Hey, look at this. The first line: a crime thriller. A crime thriller. Now, didn't you feel that when you watched Acolyte? A crime thriller.
No, I got that when I watched Chinatown.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get that when I watched The Acolyte.
It said that portrayed the Jedi in a new light. It introduced characters and lore that challenged preconceptions about the Force and its users. The show even teased a connection to a legendary dark side figure who had never previously appeared in film or television. And its first season, which concluded in July, ended on a cliffhanger. Now, I believe that the reason that they canceled it is because
it sucked.
It sucked. It had the lowest viewership of any Star Wars project ever on Disney Plus. So I mean, like they wouldn't even put the numbers out. The viewership was so low, and then on top of that, it pure T just like stuck a grenade in canon. So I think they're going to try to delete this from the face of the earth. From what I understand, they've taken down the merchandise and everything.
That's brutal.
Like they're going to try to nuke this thing, like it never existed, like it was never made. like it's saying it's that bad. That's what they're saying. So
they just need to have somebody do an interview and be like, "The Acolyte? What Acolyte? They got to do the hand thing.
Yeah.
What Acolyte?
Yeah, we didn't make that. Yeah, but Los Angeles Times says that this is a blow for Star Wars. It dampens hopes for the franchise's future. It could it dampen the hope, maybe, but it may brighten it up for the fact that they're like, okay, maybe we need to get back to basics, okay. And some people are like, well, you don't have the Skywalkers and things of that nature, so it's going to be kind of hard to actually get people intrigued. I said that's where you're wrong. If the writing was good, people would have been intrigued. Okay, that would have been the basis of it. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about Obi-Wan, the show, as an example for a second. Was that 1 or 2 seasons?
It's only 1.
Okay, so they threw a ton of stuff at you in that with major characters like Darth Vader. There was Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was big name characters. It was a lot of stuff going on in that show. And what doomed that show was bad writing, once again.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And no matter how bad that show was when we watched it at the time, That shit deserves like an Oscar compared to The Acolyte. In comparison, The Acolyte is not bad writing. I mean, it's not just bad writing. It's bad casting. It's bad themes, bad cinematography. Every single shot in that show felt small. It felt like you're on a set on like Star Trek Next Generation. No matter what big planet they were on, it always felt like they were on a tiny little set. You know what I mean? Because they were, right? And so that was one of the problems that Acolyte suffered from. It always felt small. Every shot was small. Every bit of scenery was on a stage set. It was, I'm blown away that it cost that much money.
Yeah, 180 million.
Oh, I heard it was in the 200 and something million.
It said officially it was 180.
Officially 180, but then there's a formula on how much they spend on advertising and stuff, which I'm pretty sure they did a lot.
They advertise?
I think so.
Is that what we're calling it now? You put a few clips up on YouTube, put the trailer up on Twitter. Is that advertising?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
I think somebody embezzled some shit, man. It sounds like some embezzlement shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's got to be. Okay, it's got to be embezzlement because I didn't see anything that was $180 million worth of production.
No, them actors are nobodies. They got them for $10,000 an episode.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm saying, what the fuck?
Except for Trinity, they might have had to pay her a little bit more.
Yeah, but not a ton because she ain't really nobody special. And you saw that Matrix 4? Ugh. Matrix 4 is sums up the sum of all fucking modern day Hollywood style entertainment. Literally, Matrix 4 sums it all up in a nutshell. Just complete and total meta trash.
Yeah, well, I think the further that you go into a series, the more opportunities that you have to ruin it.
You know,
the potential of it. Yeah,
that is true. That is true. But man, and I don't want to put my hopes and faith into a single series, but like I really hope they're going to do something with Dune. I haven't even checked. What's the deal with Dune 3? Do you know? Are they in the midst of working on Dune 3? Is that gotten off the ground? Do you know anything about that?
There's rumbles. There's rumbles.
Rumbles. What do you mean rumbles? He got the green light like 6 months ago. Like literally the day after the fucking number 2 came out, he got the green light because it made like so much money.
There's a lot of stuff you got to do, man. You can't just jump right into it. Come on.
They spit the second one out like it wasn't shit. 18 months and the second one was done. So I don't want to hear none of your Hollywood splaining.
Actually, they got the second movie done before TV series can get their second season out.
Oh yeah, isn't there a Dune TV show coming?
Allegedly.
I think I saw an ad for it. I think I seen a trailer for it somewhere.
It's alleged.
Alleged.
It's got to actually
go to YouTube and YouTube that shit.
No.
Bruh, you can.
Hold on. Let's see here.
But here's the deal with Dune. Dune, they could easily make into 6-7 movies, and that's not even including like the prequel books, which they could stretch out into another half a dozen movies. And that would not.
Dune
and that
Dune Prophecy on HBO. If it's on HBO, it might be okay.
Might be.
Official teaser. They've got a teaser out.
Oh, good. Tease us.
This is alleged. Do what?
Here, play it.
You want to see it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to see it? Oh, hold on a second. Let's get this up here. It said teaser.
And there's also the Dune survival MMO coming out.
Okay, I just gotta make sure this ain't fanfare.
Oh, get rid of that, CZ.
Years before the birth of Paul Atreides, before the universe would know us as the Bene Gesserit, we founded a sisterhood. Assigned to the great houses to help them sift truth from lies.
This is how you do space witches.
We created a network of influence throughout the Imperium. But power comes with a price. A sister on the throne. Nothing is more important. And this is the marriage that makes it possible. This is us playing God. And we will be judged for it. Value Harkonnen.
We're gonna have the folks butt naked. I see that.
It's HBO. They gotta have titties.
Sisterhood above all.
Okay, so I mean, hey, HBO's got his hands on it, so I mean, it might.
That's
be
pretty
okay.
good. Mm-hmm.
It might be okay. It might. I mean, we might actually make something here.
Take that, Star Wars Space Witches.
Yeah. Well, we've got a young lady who's got some rebuttal against us as far as the reason why the Acolyte didn't do so well. Okay, got just a touch of rebuttal. All right, so we're gonna pull her up. You know, I want everybody to be able to have their moment in the spotlight. Okay.
Okay, so 3 things come to mind upon hearing this news. First thing, bigots and grifters won. So congratulations to you. And Lucasfilm, your silence has been deafening. And but that's not new to us. This has historically been very on brand. Ahmed Best, Jake Lloyd, John Boyega, Kelly Marie Tran, Daisy Ridley, Moses Ingram, Vivian Lyra Blair, the young actress that played Leia, and now the cast of Acolyte. Lucasfilm and Disney have been historically horrific at protecting their actors, particularly actors of color, women, and children. And when I say grifters and bigots, you know I mean people that watched it and called it woke. The grifters who hate watched it, and their audiences who weren't even watching the show, but were like literally just regurgitating what the grifters were saying while hate watching it online. That kind of shit made it impossible to talk about Acolyte in any constructive or meaningful way. Because the show did have problems. I had problems with it. I stand by my review. But the bones were solid. The story was solid. And the potential, wasted. And that's my second problem with this cancellation. We had a brand new era that was doing something else, different from the Clone Wars and the prequels and the Skywalkers. Like, I was so excited for us to do literally anything else. It just needed tighter writing. That's all it really needed. And second season, I think it would have solved a lot of those issues. Which kind of sort of leads me to my third thought process, the fact that this show, like when you look at it, like pacing wise, story wise, you can tell that the Disney committee had their dirty little fucking fingers in that creative room. Call me jaded, I almost feel like Disney and Lucasfilm wanted this to fail because it was fighting an uphill battle from the beginning. Brand new story, different era, different concepts, diverse cast. It didn't stand a chance. And Lucasfilm made sure it didn't stand a chance. Obviously. And the only reason Andor got a season 2 is because Tony Gilroy made sure that he gets 2 seasons worth of storytelling. So I don't know what Skeleton Crew is going to do, what kind of show that's going to be. All I know it's got children in it, and we know how Star Wars fandom treats the children of Star Wars universe. So it's going to be a fucking nightmare. The only thing keeping me right now in Star Wars fandom is Andor season 2, Visions, if they tell any more of those stories, and video games. Yeah. And here's the deal, if you really hated the show for non-bigoted and non-grifter reasons, you didn't have to watch it. You could have found something else. The story just wasn't cool. But there are other people, a lot of other people that really enjoyed it. And now it's over. Even though I thought the writing was sloppy and some of the story choices for the characters were not that great, the potential was there. Like the setup, the overarching themes, it was ripe for season 2. But most importantly, it was an original story. And that's my problem with this cancellation. And now it's just going to be The Rise of Skywalker, Electric Boogaloo for the rest of the fucking eternity. Meaning, glove shitos, fan service, big piles of nothing. Rogue and AI Luke. Until you die.
So there it is. There it is. I loved how she kept saying that the writing was sloppy and that the show was terrible. And I was like, well, that would be a good reason for them not to let them do anything else.
Here's the deal. These liberal, mostly white, lesbian-ish types who are blue no matter who types will never, ever understand why preservation of existing American culture is so important and why that means that you don't inject subversive themes into mass culture phenomena. End of fucking story. You don't cater to fucking ultra minority groups. You don't fucking kiss the ass of lesbians unless they're hot. And people like her will never understand that they are a direct part in enhancing the cultural degradation of America. They are the ones who are eroding the foundation of this country. And if it wasn't for the somewhat rigid framework of this conservative framework of this country that brought her into this world and gave her all the luxury she had, she wouldn't even have the ability to think the way she is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm really tired of having to cater to people who really don't understand a fucking thing about a fucking thing. They're all about the fucking feels, and they don't understand anything about the logistics of how a society works. You know?
Yeah, but what about their feelings then?
You can take your feelings and shove them right up your ass.
You see, that's not nice. Okay, that's not nice at all. All right, I'm just letting you know. But people should have known that this particular show wasn't gonna make it when they had this particular interview right here. Okay, once this particular interview came out, all right, and I'd held out just a little bit of hope because I was like, hey, you know, well, I see a little fighting at the beginning. They said it was gonna be in the storytelling aspect. It's gonna be like Andor, which it was not. Okay, it was a far cry from that. But when I seen this interview, I should have known what I was going to get right offhand. This was the nail in the coffin right at the beginning.
I want to ask you both because this is, I would say, arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. And are you excited about that? Are you
not
bracing
the gayest
yourself?
Star Wars? Not the
It's pretty gay. Let's be honest. Leslie, are you? How do you feel?
Am I gay?
Yes. Well, no, I know you are gay, but I'm asking, are you excited about putting this, this is going to be a talking point.
Is it going to be a talking point?
I'm sure so.
Because nerds are gay.
Well, some nerds are very not gay and are very threatened by gay
Well, that's
stuff.
true.
Yeah.
But in my world, nerds are gay.
Okay. Was this the fun elements of?
No, okay. I don't think so. And yet people have told me that it's the gayest Star Wars, and I frankly...
You're offended?
Into it. No.
I think that Star Wars is so gay already.
Okay.
I mean, have you seen the fits? We'd be like, look how gay this is, and then send each other a reference.
And are you telling me with a straight face that C-3PO is straight?
They're a couple. That's what I think. But this is more outward.
I think it's canon that R2-D2 is a lesbian.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ask Filoni.
Ask Filoni.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. So I mean, we should have known right at the beginning that it was gonna be horrendous.
So I want to explain rather bluntly the state of things in America as it applies to most things in general. But it also applies to particularly this issue here and entertainment and the stuff that they're trying to sell us, right? So demographically, when you look at the country, we're about, 65%, closer to 70% white people, and everybody else is a mixture of 30 to 35%, right? That number is decreasing over the years. That's just how it is. What's not decreasing over the years is the kind of money that's being spent on entertainment and everything, which is mostly straight white money, right? So I don't really give a fuck about the straight white demographics in society. The money is straight white money, and it will continue to be straight white money, regardless of what the demographics are in this country. And so, therefore, you will always get pushback to anybody trying to upset the cultural status quo. Period. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of all the gay shit we're seeing in this attempt to usurp our culture and society, at the end of the day, that will all fail. And nothing will change culturally for us here, wide scale, I don't think. Not in how we spend our money, not in what we want to see in our entertainment, not in what we want when we go to the theater, right? So these things are going to be consistent. And woke stuff is rejected, crap is rejected, and now that people are becoming aware of what the fucking problem is and that the woke shit's being forced on us, I'm seeing this kind of reverting back to our cultural heritage. And like you're seeing the rise of like these trad wives, which I think is kind of weird. But hey, whatever floats your boat. But you see what I'm saying? Like the more they push on the woke shit, the more I see the knee-jerk reaction is to revert back to this cultural heritage, which does not really look good for any kind of woke entertainment or politics or any of that stuff moving forward.
Yeah, this is true, but I mean, almost every piece of media that they put out now, they got to make sure that they let you know that, hey, we got some gay folks. Hey, we got some, it's just like, I'm like, okay, I mean,
well, you haven't seen a commercial on YouTube.
It's just like,
I want you to watch on YouTube and you tell me the next time you see a commercial with a bunch of white folk in it and no black folk or gay folk or Hispanic folk. You see a lot of Hispanic folk in commercials, but you will not see a commercial with a whole bunch of white folk in it. And that's it, ever. It doesn't exist at all.
Have a quote unquote diverse cast.
Right. If all you had to judge our society by was our commercials, you would think that we were fucking overwhelmingly a dark society and everyone's gay. Literally, that's what you would think of us if that's all you had was our commercials, which is about as opposite of the truth as it could possibly be, isn't it? It's fucking kind of weird.
Yeah, it is. And it's just like, and of course people try to spin that into like, oh, well, you don't like gay people. Oh, well, you don't like trans people. It's just like, I don't want to mess with them per se, okay? But I don't walk around every day like seeing if I can hunt one down and put them in a camp. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No one is out there, and I literally mean nobody is out there trying to put gay people in camps. Nobody. It is not happening. This is more that knee-jerk victim by design mentality. Now, the problem is with these trannies, what they're ultimately doing is they're polluting the waters, right? They're polluting the gay waters, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think this is part of the entire plan. I mean, obviously it's from these fucking Jews that are pushing this Talmud shit. That's where all the tranny shit comes from. 8 genders in the Talmud. And if you don't fucking believe me, just Google it. The 8 genders of the Talmud. So, I think it's really being pushed to cause regular, normal gay people to be associated with that and for them to be pulled into their fear mentality, right? Because they need to build an army of minorities, right? That's ultimately what it is. They're chiseling out an army of a specific type of minority, right? But it's so stupid. I mean, next thing you know, guys with one fucking eyebrow are going to be a minority. It's like, where do you draw the fucking line?
How many guys got one eyebrow? Anthony Davis is the only one. I mean, he plays basketball. Unibrow guys, it's like, man, we got to band together, brothers. You know what I'm saying? We got to band together. It's just like, come on now. It's like,
right.
Well, I mean, everybody has their clique. You know what I'm saying, per se. And
it's just that every clique seems to be a victim of something, right? Every clique seems to be a victim.
Yeah, I mean, we all got a bias.
And if you're a victim, who are you a victim to? It's always the straight white guys who are the fucking oppressors, right?
Yeah, this is true.
Hey, we just happen to be the ones who built society. Sorry.
And you know what? Hey, if you're in politics, all the straight white guys bang all the black chicks.
Yo, your parents were straight. Fuck off.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at AOC got her a black man. Damn, who else? Is Alien Omar? Is her not a black man, white man?
Ellen Omar, oh, she married a brother. Or some shit.
Married a brother.
She married her brother to get him in the country.
who brother? Damn, Lori Lightfoot got her a white woman. Don Lemon got him a white man. I mean, it's just like I mean, it's on both sides, whether you gay or straight. It's like, look, man, I'm a Democrat. Hey, Kamala Harris got her a white man. It's just like this is what
He's a
you
Jew,
do.
ain't he? Is he a Jew?
Yeah, Imhoff, is that Jewish?
Yeah, throw a 1 in the chat if he's a Jew.
Yeah. Is Imhoff Jewish? Hey, let's Google it. Google ought to know. Is Imhoff Jewish? Hey, we're gonna find this. Hey, we're gonna do it live. You know what
Well,
I'm
you
saying?
can't ask Google. You ask Google some shit, they'll be like, so and so is not Jewish, despite the fact that he was born into a Jewish family with 2 Jewish parents and grew up in a Jewish heritage. He says he's not Jewish, and therefore he's not Jewish. I mean, that's what Google will tell you. That's what Wikipedia will tell you. It will look you dead in the eye and tell you it is not Jewish. And trust me, Wikipedia is as Jewish as it comes.
Jew-like. It's Jew-like.
It's
Okay?
Jew-like.
Yeah. It's got Doug Imhoff puts his Jewish identity at the center of his campaign. He identifies as Jewish.
I swear to God, like, just if it wasn't for the existence of Jews, I would think the universe was a normal place. But like the Jews in the mix just make me wonder, like, what the fuck is going on in this place?
Hey, right here at the top it says as the first Jewish spouse of a president or vice president, Imhoff emerged as one of Biden administration's most prominent faces in the fight against anti-Semitism.
I swear to God, being Jewish is like fucking invasion of the body snatchers. I swear you can catch it.
You walk outside, it's like, man, I'm a little under the weather today. What you got? Got a little Jew.
I got to scrub extra hard when I get home.
It said it's in my blood. It's in my bones. You know what I'm saying?
I can feel it in the air.
I feel the Zionism taking over my body. It's like, save yourself. You be sitting there convulsions. Like, get out of here. I'm turning.
I don't know what's happening. I was sitting there and all of a sudden my arm just shoots up like this. I don't get it.
Is that what happens, guys? Hey, guys. Hey, if that's what happens, leave it in the chat. Have you had a moment? It's kind of like your autism flare up. That's what we got. My Zionism flared up. I've been taking medication for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When my Zionism flares up, I go out and kick puppies and shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back to my roots. It's like, damn, man. But yeah, so yeah, Imhoff is in fact Jewish in nature.
Who would have thunk it?
Jewish in nature. Hey, slid right in there.
2% my fucking ass.
Yeah, so 2%.
I swear to God, you could throw a fucking rock and you'll hit a Jew right in the fucking face.
They're just lingering around the corner.
Lingering everywhere, man. Hiding in bushes and shit.
This might get a strike on YouTube. It's okay.
No, we're talking about au jus, like the sandwich stuff. Au jus. That's what we're talking about.
Oh man. Oh dude, there was a woman who I'd seen the other day, and I heard her talking, and like you could tell she wasn't from this country. Like she had that French accent.
Yeah,
You know,
she's an alien, huh? A foreigner.
She was real skinny too. You know what I'm saying? And so I was talking to somebody, and they were like, yeah, man, you know, it's like all the French women are like ultra skinny. I'm like, yeah, what the hell they be eating over there? So I looked at their cuisine, and it's not good. Okay?
They eat like pasta and bread and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to look up the favorite French foods. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up here. I Googled it, and I was like, dude, this it? I'm like, man, y'all don't eat nothing, bro. Y'all don't eat nothing good. Where's your hamburger at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't eat hamburgers over here. But here's what we got, okay? We got some, I guess it's supposed to be beef, but it's misspelled. Beef.
Boof.
Yeah. So, I mean, you see this stuff, it looks like they just throw shit in a pot. Ratatouille, Croissants, I can get down with that, okay? But then they got like the confit.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
you've already admitted you're a guy who don't like a lot of stuff, and you eat like 2 things.
yeah, I know, which is why I couldn't make it over France. Which is why I don't want to go like explore the world. People are like, man, you should get out and explore the world. I said to do what with? Look, man, they don't
Bro, I can
care
get a
if
VR
you
headset. I ain't
chicken
need to go
tenders.
nowhere.
Yeah. Look, man, they ain't got chicken tenders over there. So I mean, what the hell? I mean,
That
France,
looks
you
pretty
gotta
good.
get
Some
French
stew.
fries there.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
some
some stew.
stew.
That's some beef.
I think it's pronounced
Beef stew.
boeuf.
Is it buff? Okay.
Boeuf.
Well, if we got some whatever this is, let me just throw shit in the bowl. What's this? Oh,
Tarte
tarte.
tatin.
This looks like what's this? Ramen?
Caramelized apple tart.
Oh, that's apple. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't sure about that. French onion soup. Okay, I've heard of that.
Oh, they got French onion soup
Dang.
in France?
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
thought that was some American shit like French fries or
yeah.
French
Well, you
toast
see, that's
or
what I
French
was looking
anything.
for, and I couldn't find it. So they got snails.
Escargot. No, they can keep their fucking snails.
Yeah, so they eat that. Souffle. I know about the souffle. All right. There's some sweets up here. Let's see here.
How come they know? How come they eat all this shit and they're all skinny over there? What's the deal?
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff ain't got nothing in it. Look at that portion size, though. That cup, look at it. That's like a shot glass that they got that chocolate souffle in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I mean, they ain't much of nothing. So we got some crepes. We got this whatever this salad is. Like got deviled eggs on it, and it looks like I don't know that. I don't like bacon. I don't know what that is. There's something on it. We got cream brulee. Okay. We've got this. It's like it's got some sausages and some ham. Okay. They like to throw shit in a pot. Quiche. You know that ain't no good. Oh, here it is. The duck confit. There it is. Boy, you got to prepare duck right, boy, because it tastes like shit if you don't. I'm gonna tell you that much. That shit tough as hell. Man, they eat a lot of sweets. Okay, this looks like a fish. What is
The
this?
fuck is a terrine? Oh, it's like some sort of weird meatloaf or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Low
Steak
steak.
frites.
Okay. Okay, that's just a steak. Oh, steak and fries. Oh, they won't even call them French fries. They call them
See, you
French
speak
frites.
French. Steak frites.
Fucking frites, man. Okay, that's all I want from over there. Give me your steak and frites, okay? Y'all ain't got nothing else good.
Oh,
I like
they're big on the au jus, man. They're big on dipping stuff over there, I think.
Oh yeah, au jus. So that was some of the French dishes y'all should try. Is there anybody out there eating any of this stuff? Anybody eat duck?
No, it's a real fatty meat. I've had it in Chinese restaurants, but no, I want to get some German food, man. I want there to be a German food revival, like some fucking sauerbraten. I want some goddamn sauerbraten. Put a 1 in the comments if you fucking like the sauerbraten. It's good stuff.
Man, I don't know about all that. So yeah, that's why I don't want to travel the world. People like, like, and plus, I mean, if some shit goes awry, man, you get stuck over there. Okay,
Yep.
like
And you never know, man. One of these days they'll be like, "Oh, you got a YouTube show. You can't come back in the country. We're de-citizensing you."
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm saying, you go over there and you go to jail. Like they don't just let you out. Like you got to trade like the
No,
damn
and you got to be famous to
visa
get a
and
prisoner swap
passport.
going.
Yeah. Over here in the U.S., you kill about 5 folks, they'll let you out in 24 hours. You know what
Bro,
I'm
if I
saying?
ever go to jail anywhere, I'm just be like, I'm a political prisoner. I solved the Kennedy assassination. That's why I'm in jail.
Tell me you ain't gonna do that.
I'm gonna do it. I'll taint
Yeah.
any jury.
Come on now, cuz. I want to jump over here to this. I don't know if you've seen the beef this week, but Vlad TV, right? He does
Yeah,
a lot of
hip hop stuff.
interviews, yeah, hip hop stuff. Well, it looks like he wanted to do an interview with Marlon Wayans. Okay. And Marlon Wayans said, "Yes, I'll do the interview. It'll just cost you 40 bands, $40,000
What?
to do the interview." Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, they had a little bit of a back and forth right here. Okay, they had a back and forth. We got DJ Vlad up here said Marlon Wayans found someone with 200 followers to agree with him. LOL, nobody on earth is going to pay Marlon 40K for an interview when he gets 100 to 300K views on any platform he interviews on. This guy's really delusional. Yeah, so if you're thinking about the amount of money that you're gonna make on that particular episode, because I'm figuring that these creators do have to pay other people to come up and do the interviews and stuff, but you're figuring that your return on that investment is gonna be high.
I don't know,
Well,
man. Ain't nobody paying me to do shit. I
numbers.
never heard of nobody getting paid to do interviews, really.
Dear God Almighty! But I'm talking about like actors and stuff.
Do they get paid?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them won't go on your show unless you pay them. They need that dust, that cheddar. They say, man, you holding up my time for making money. Which I didn't know Marlon Wayans was doing anything else right now.
He's probably not. That's why he's asking 40 grand. It's just so funny because like Russell Crowe was just on the Joe Rogan Experience, which if you ask me, that's like
I'm pretty sure Joe's paying everybody.
I think he might fly you out there. He might fly you out there, but I don't think he's actually paying people.
I'm pretty sure they're getting some type of cut.
I think they're getting flown out there, and that's it. I think he might put them up in a hotel or something, and that's it.
Okay, I mean, can I get a meal or something? A couple of beers?
That might be asking a bit much. I mean, you're getting on the Joe Rogan show. You want to take what the fuck you get.
Oh, but I mean, so it begs to think in your mind, who would be worth $40,000 to pay for an interview where you
Nobody
could get a return on investment?
Nobody. I mean, Trump just did fucking Theo Vaughn show. I guarantee he didn't get paid for that.
Maybe not. Probably not. Because he's probably trying to be on every platform that he can be. Because while he's on platforms doing interviews and stuff, Kamala hadn't done anything. And that's the plan. I mean, it's the 2020 plan all over again. It's just like, hey, just don't be seen saying much of anything, okay? Kind of giggle, laugh. You know, if we're in the South, use your Southern accent. You know what I'm saying? Try to connect with the black folk. Okay, that's what we're trying to do here, and then kind of let it ride from there. But yeah, they had a little bit of a back and forth right here. Okay, about the amount of money that Marlon was asking for, and 40,000 is a good clip. I know if we think like, let's say, what the most popular channels on YouTube, like Mr. Beast and things of that nature, which I don't know. I don't know how his stuff's going pan out.
I don't know what's up with him. Like people seem to be trashing him lately. So
yeah, there's a lot of hate videos on Mr. Beast now.
These things seem to come in waves against people, like Linus Tech Tips, which just does tech shit. They had some drama a year or two ago, and ex-employees talking shit, and and they didn't miss a beat. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not thinking it's gonna be much ado. It's much ado about nothing.
Okay. Well, I mean, they had a lot of the backlash because of the guy that he worked with.
The tranny, yeah.
Turning trans and then finding out that he was contacting minors and he was talking to them. And
well, here's the thing: Mr. Beast was in an odd situation because number one, he was friends with that guy for a long time. Number two, if he would have come out as trans and then he fired him the next day, there would have been a major backlash against him. So he let him chill for a little bit, right? I don't know if he faded him out as being on the shows over time, But the split second anything looked shady about this guy, he dropped him, right? So it seemed like he did the right thing along the way. Although I would say he should have just fucking fired the guy once he came out as a tranny. You don't employ the mentally ill. I'm sorry. That's what it comes down to. It's a sad state of affairs, and you don't employ the mentally ill. They go to camps. Okay, the mentally ill go to camps. You know, call them what you want. Re-education facilities. You know. So people who think that boys can be girls, obviously there's something wrong, and somebody did something very horrible to these people to make them think that. And so that's the very nature of true re-education, right? Because they're fucking wrong. Boys can't be girls and girls can't be boys, and you need to be taught that at all costs, or else you're not going to be a functional member of society. Everyone's going to make fun of you, and to some degree it should be encouraged. So if you want to be a tranny, do it on your weekends when nobody can see, okay? Not when you're out there among society where you think people are going to accept you, because they're not. No one's ever going to accept you. I don't give a fuck who you are. And people who say they accept you will only accept you until they're mad at you. Then they're going to call you a fucking tranny. Okay. And so that's another fact, especially women who will pretend to be okay with your being a tranny until you piss them off.
Yeah.
Then they're going to fucking be all about you fucking being a tranny. Okay. So you have no allies. That's the bottom line.
So you got nobody to fall back on?
Yeah, fuck right off at the end of the day. Yeah. So, and you're ruining all the gay people's good time, okay? Okay, so just like these trannies need to just just go back to the closet, okay?
It's to get lost, okay? I mean, that's what we're trying to tell you. we're trying to tell you to get lost. All right, so we're gonna jump right into the main event. All right, unless you got something else. You got some crazy story for us?
No.
Okay. Let's jump into the main event because we got a lot to cover with the DNC. All right. That has been going on this week. And I thought it was kind of funny that Kamala's not there. Isn't that right?
I don't know.
She been there.
I'm only following the dribs and drabs I'm getting through Twitter and should I call it Twitter? X. Yeah. I'm all confused about the name change thing. So, but these people are so stupid. It's truly like hard to wrap your head around how absolutely fucking dumb and without point these people are. You know, it's
So the name of the show, okay, abortions and vasectomies at the DNC. They wanted to make sure that they knew what they were standing on, that people knew what they were standing on. And so that's what they were doing, okay? Out there. Free abortions and vasectomies. All right. Right out there. At the DNC. Here we go. We see this right here. And so you can make your appointment. They said that they were booked up. That there were a lot of men out there getting their vasectomy.
Why? And why would you do it at the DNC? It's like I never understood. Like when they had the tattoo artists at the county fair. What? What are you doing here? Right? You know?
That's
no.
Where I want to get it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but right here, I mean, and this is helping the community. You know what I'm saying? They say they want to give back. And so they had the opportunity for a free abortion or vasectomy just blocks away from the event. All right. The Mobile Health Center.
That doesn't make any sense. So you can just walk in off the street, get into the van, and they'll scoop you out. I mean, that's how that works.
Yeah. Well, I think there's like some type of prep usually. I've got a buddy who actually did have a vasectomy because he's married. He didn't want to have any more kids. He had one. And so but there was prep involved. Like he had to go up there and they had to do some tests. Then they say, the balls need to be fully shaven. Okay, when you come back, for us to do the clipping. So I guess they just skipped all that. All right, just like you're going to pull your sack out, sir. We just going to just, I mean, right here in the bus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm like, woo. Is that a good place to do it? I mean, I'm guessing it's sanitary enough. But I mean,
it's like, why would you do that?
I don't know. Well, it's because they say vasectomies are reportedly in high demand. There was a waiting list.
How about these people stop fucking so much or whatever they're doing? Like women just stop being whores and you won't need to get an abortion. Okay. Men just learn to pull out
That's
better.
tough right now. That's tough right now.
What's tough right now?
You just ask women to stop being whores.
Yeah, stop being whores.
That's tough right now. Corey, that you cannot deny their right to that, okay? That's a God-given right.
I swear to God, of all the fucking political stances to take, like, it's truly unbelievable in hindsight.
Now, it said the services will be provided on a sliding fee scale. Pay what you can and get the health care you need. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Pay what you can.
Because they're hippies and they don't believe in money. And so they just think, oh, give us a donation.
Oh, they're doing the Aborigines math?
Fucking, they're doing some bullshit.
They give you $2 and three shells, three seashells.
Everybody associated with all this needs to go to the camp for re-education.
Now, it says, according to the appointment reservation form, which only requires a name, date of birth, and basic contact information. So that's all you need. I'm assuming that they got to ask about your health history and all that stuff. They need to know what medications you're on and all that. I don't know a ton about it, but I'm just figuring that me just going to this damn mobile center and them just start cutting on my nuts, man. I just don't know about that.
No.
Now I think the abortion deal, I think it was they had the pills in there. So if you needed something directly. Okay.
If you need something directly, why the fuck are you at the DNC?
Well, you happened to have sex while you were there at the DNC.
Well, that ain't happening. They're all on Grindr.
Listen, I mean, that just happened to be, what we got going on here. Okay. So
these people are fucking pathetic.
If you want me to be honest,
that'd be like going to the RNC and like you could buy like a fucking handgun there, like it's like why don't they have a fucking gun show there at the same time as the RNC, right? They don't do that.
This is true.
They'll sign you up for church, right? There's a booth to sign up for church there. No, they don't do that. No. Mm-hmm. These fucking goddamn faggot Democrats. Fuck these people. These people are communists. I'm sorry. We already know about communism. These people should not even be given the luxury of having these thoughts. Like, this is why they need re-education. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the very notion that you should even entertain people who believe socialist or communist shit when that's been the most destructive fucking Jewish force and goddamn next to Zionism in the world. Like, give me a fucking break. Anybody promoting socialism or Zionism or fucking communism or any of this shit should go right to prison.
Man said right to prison or the camps.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really the only thing that Kamala's running on is, as Corey eloquently put it, the right to be a whore. That's really the only thing that they're running on, to be honest. And it's so much so that that we had some people do some groundwork for us, all right, and ask some people out there some questions about which one of Kamala's policy is your favorite, okay? And we want to see what they got to say on that. All right, we don't want to leave anybody out here. So yeah, we appreciate TikTok, the Free Press, for doing the groundwork for us. All right, fair use. Let's go ahead and let this roll.
Keep you up for a quick interview?
Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite policy of Kamala's?
That's a hard one.
What's your favorite policy of Kamala's?
Her being president.
That's your favorite policy position?
Oh, yeah.
How so?
Because it covers everything that she defends.
I'm really excited for her to restore reproductive rights across America.
How do you think she'll go about doing that?
I don't know.
What a fun question.
I don't know. I'm picking and choosing. I mean, I really like most of them.
So you have to look at it broadly, right? It's about what she stands for right now.
What's your favorite of Kamala's policies?
I'm trying to think. Well, actually, more of like, well, what Waltz comes in.
All of her policies, everything from I'm non-binary, and so all of the policies for basic human rights, rights to have our own bodies and do with them as we please. You know,
Like not get a vaccine.
Forward on affordable health care.
How do you think
These motherfuckers would hold you down and stab you with
I
that
think-
fucking thing.
She'll work to
My
motivate
body, my
the
ass.
legislature to vote in favor of it.
As like her as a person, just like tops out any policy. I really admire her.
Great. Thank you both so much.
So yeah, hey, they filled us in. Okay.
I'm sorry. Like, do you still think that the whole way we run this government through voting is like the way to do shit? Really? Like, these people are retarded. They don't understand anything about anything.
This is probably the worst way to do shit. To be
It's the
honest.
worst. It is by far the fucking worst. Oh my God. Okay, let me make this really clear. There's no such thing as democracy, okay? We've never seen one. It's never existed, all right? This thing that they call democracy is not a democracy. Hell, technically, we're a constitutional republic, but I don't even want to get into that bullshit. Here's the fucking reality. We live in a fucking authoritarian state, but it's called something different, so you don't think it's an authoritarian state. I'm just for taking the mask off, you know?
Yeah.
Getting people who actually understand what's going on, getting them together to fix everything and run the country like you should, and eliminate. You can't do that unless you eliminate the Jewish influence first. Period. Got to go.
Yeah, this is true. Now, they had some. I've got a lot of clips for us, Corey, because they had so many great nuggets up here. They had this gentleman, and I'm not bashing on the particular gentleman, and his particular state right now, the state that he's in as far as his body, but it's just the fact that you know, people don't love you. You know what I'm saying? And they'll open you up for this type of stuff. But we got this gentleman right up here, and he has a few words to say to us.
In 2008, we met while working on the Obama-Biden campaign.
Cool.
What does he got? Does he have ALS? What's his deal?
That's what I'm assuming. But
It
why
looks
would
like
you
he's
do
got
that?
ALS.
But why would you do that?
Okay, so it's like to show their benevolence that they can put a fucking handicapped person out on stage, but I don't see how they don't see that as exploitation, right?
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. It's what it is. Like it's like horrendous. It's like, but people that's got disorders and stuff, like keep them away from cameras because like the internet and people in general are absolutely grotesque. All right, so they're gonna go in with the hammer on this cat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you do know that I think it's the new Call of Duty that's coming out, if I'm not mistaken, Black Ops 6. I think I'm correct in that.
Okay.
There is a trailer out or a little snippet of beta footage or something that shows your protagonist as a woman in a wheelchair with two robots.
Man, stop playing. Stop playing.
Dun, 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 dun.
No. I mean, I don't even want to give it that, Bo. It's this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Doing what?
So well, here's the deal. I really feel bad for people in a wheelchair. I'm very empathetic, and I feel quite sorry for the fact that they're in a wheelchair, and I feel that they should get disability and help and all that stuff. But fuck these people when it comes to intruding upon our cultural standards. Okay. Sorry. We don't have to kowtow to cripple people or people who are disadvantaged in any way, shape, or form at all. Cripple people ain't building shit. All right. So I don't give a fuck if you can stick a paintbrush in their mouth. I don't give a fuck if you stick a paintbrush in their mouth and they'll be like, right. And paint you this fucking bunch of scribbles. No, I'm sorry.
Oh boy. You horrendous. I tell you that. That's pretty good, though. Yeah, you got a good point.
These people,
I'm not
man.
gonna take your point away. I mean, they're terrible. Now Biden, of course, he got up here and he had a few words for us, all right. And we can't leave him out. So I want to know if you can dissect what he says here, Corey, and give us a breakdown. So I'm gonna let it roll.
Way that you heard earlier tonight, United States Supreme Court majority wrote the following, quote, "Women are not without electrical, not allowed, so not without electoral or political power."
Women don't have electrical power? Bro, every single person who puts him in front of a camera should be thrown into the deepest, darkest dungeon prison cell for elderly exploitation. It is. And anybody who laughed at him should be thrown in there with him. So this is the saddest situation ever. I don't understand how the IRS can ask us for 10 cents looking at the shape of the shit show that we're living in.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're asking us for a few dollars, okay? A few dollars more. All right. That's what they asked us for. And Clint Eastwood ain't involved either. All right. But I was just like, when he said it, I was like, are they saying they don't have electrical power? Electoral power?
Electoral, yeah, is what he's trying to say.
What is he
I mean, God forbid their vibrators don't work.
Yeah, I mean, but women make up the majority of voters.
He just makes shit up. It's pointless to even talk about or debate Joe Biden at this point. Like, we're talking about it's Weekend at Bernie's meets AI. You know, that's what's going on. And so,
yeah, so we got a list of people out here. We got AOC. She's giving us her best rendition of being a pastor. Okay, I think that's what this is. I think that's her shtick right here.
And I, for one, am tired of hearing about how a two-bit union buster thinks of himself as more of a patriot than the woman who fights every single day to lift working people out from under the boots that breathe, trampling on our way of life. And I...
What is she? What? Did she get all excited or something? I mean, what her entire tone changed.
Yeah, that's what I know. Like it went straight to church. She took us straight to church. That's where she took us. All right. Couldn't you feel it? Didn't you feel like you were in? Didn't you feel like you were right in there?
These communists, man, they're fucking appalling.
I mean,
so at what point, and do these communists ever realize that they're fucking communists? I mean, at what point does the fucking loser realize he's a loser? Does that ever really happen?
You see, I'm not sure. Well, they told them that they could get an abortion and a vasectomy, so they feel good about it. I really think, like, if you want me to be honest, like, if they just came out and said, you can get an abortion at any time you want to, even after the baby leaves your womb, I think they will vote for these people for the rest of their lives and say, but I'm going to take every dime you've got. And they're like,
bro, how you even going to do that? How the fuck you have an abortion after you gave birth? That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
That sounds like murder.
I mean, it might be something similar to that, okay? But it'd just be like, you know what? Never mind this.
Has that ever happened in this country? I wonder. Have we been there, done that yet? I have a feeling California probably did. So I don't understand what's going on with California. You know, at the delegate shit, they withheld their delegates, right?
Yeah, and then they did it the next night with Gavin Newsom.
What happened the next night with Gavin Newsom?
Gavin Newsom came out there and then he gave the delegates to Kamala the next night.
What sort of weird? Night. Was that some sort of weird?
Over them the first night.
That was some sort of weird gay symbolism or something.
Oh man!
You know, California, man. California is trying to push a fucking bill that will give illegals mortgages and like 30% of the money down and like no interest to buy a house.
Oh yeah, I seen that, and that's absolutely despicable. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, people who propose that shit should get their throats cut.
Yeah, it's pretty damn terrible, to be honest. Okay, there's no doubt about it.
Well, number one, because none of these fucking goddamn spooks coming over the border is going to be able to get a goddamn job. None of them. They don't have any, and they're not going to get a fucking house, and they're fucking going to do what? Not fucking pay for it? Give me a fucking break. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, but we had a gentleman up there. What's his name? Scott Jennings, I believe that's the guy's name. And,
Scott
and
Jennings. Is he a? Which guy
works
is that?
For CNN. He works for CNN.
Oh,
He
yes,
always has
yes,
some
I saw
funny
this.
tidbits. He always has some funny tidbits whenever he's up there. He kind of just goes in. He's like, "Man, I'm just analyzing what they got up here." And so this is one of his first clips about Biden pretty much doing his own eulogy up there.
This is his moment tonight. It's his moment, yeah.
Yeah, Biden is known in his career as being one of the best eulogy givers at funerals, and now they're making him come and give his own career.
He has files of every eulogy.
Yeah, and now they're making him give his own eulogy at this convention. I mean,
You have to give one. It's best that you get to give your own.
yeah, I guess.
You see Van Jones. Van Jones ain't nothing but teeth. He's like, you ain't
But see,
lying.
but also Van Jones, while he's a propagandist, he's very smart. He understands as the words are coming out of his mouth, he's understanding that this guy should not be saying this stuff. He's understanding that CNN needs to shut him up quick, and he needs to just keep smiling because that's what kind of smile that is.
Yeah.
Give your own.
Yeah, I guess. I am anxious to see how they handle it. It's a sticky wicket. I mean, he was bullied out of this race after 52 years of service to the Democratic Party, and it wasn't all about his age. He was unpopular. He was going to lose. It was Afghanistan. It was inflation. It was immigration. And now, and he had to be dragged out by the fingernails. I'm sorry. This is not, so he's not here in a happy moment. Okay. I know that this yarn that's being spun in this hall that he was popular and selfless and handing on. No. It is the opposite. And everybody knows it. And
Oh my God. I can't believe you're letting him say this.
In this theater of
How have they not gone to commercial yet?
and saying it. So it's not.
We ain't
Bro, producers are freaking out behind the scenes. I can't believe. I mean, as a producer, I would be like freaking out. I'd be like, cut him. Go to the other guy. Like, that was devastating what he was saying.
Oh boy. I mean, but he's not done yet. Okay, I've got a few more up here with Scott Jennings because he had some good stuff up here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we got another one right here. Scott Jennings, but this is a senior analyst for CNN. But he's like, I just got to spit the straight facts for you tonight, Bo. That's all I got for you. All right, so here we go.
In all these speeches, as good as they were, is that she's in the White House right now. Democrats have controlled the White House for 12 of the last 16 years. And for all of the talk about division and the problems in the country and people are hurting, Democrats have mostly controlled this country. Trump had it before. The Obamas and Biden had it for the rest of the time. And somehow, it's still all Trump's fault. And somehow, she hasn't been at the center of it. So to me, that's still the glaring hole in this campaign that hasn't yet been solved at the convention. How do you explain all of the problems that will be solved by the person who is currently in there for the last 3.5 years, who is supposed to already be working on solving it? But
I mean, but the people on the panel, they're just like, oh my God, man. I mean, can we cut to commercials? Scott Jennings, what's wrong with you today?
So this is what it really comes down to is like you got half the country are Democrats and they don't understand politics at all. I mean, honestly, most of the Republicans don't understand politics either. But, you know, at any given point in time, one side is more correct than the other based on circumstance. And at the moment, the Republicans seem to be in the right on most issues just based on societal, you know, ebbs and flows, right? So, but I forget what I was saying. I'm fucking high. I need to smoke some more dope.
Man, say hi. All right, here we go. We got another Scott Jennings up here. All right, this is my last. I think this is the last snippet I got of Scott Jennings, but this is pretty good.
nobody tonight said a damn thing. They want you to vote for a ticket based on absolutely no concrete idea about what they would do once they get in office. You said he got more progressive when he got elected governor. So you're saying every time he gets another office, he gets more and more progressive. I think that's exactly what would happen. Tonight, you did hear people say, well, we may not agree with them on everything, but at least it'll be joyful as they tax us into oblivion. I think the idea that you could run an entire presidential campaign based on the idea of vote for me to find out what's in it.
Wait a minute,
ought to
Scott.
terrify
Scott,
every American.
Scott, your candidate has done that his entire political career. I mean, Donald Trump does not talk about any policy issue.
Sure he does.
Yeah, he's going to lower inflation. He's going to eliminate inflation. Excuse me. That's on day one. He's gonna take away Obamacare on day one. I mean,
he's gonna be tougher on immigration.
Your argument, I understand your argument, but it doesn't. Given the candidate who you are backing, it rings a little hollow because there is no flesh on the bone of anything he's talking about.
I'm the only person who doesn't sign up to work for candidates. Okay, like I work for CNN. I'm here. Number two, I think what they are telegraphing to the American people is, we know if we told you what we were going to do, it would be monumentally unpopular. Also on Walls,
I see it differently. But go ahead.
He's been.
Bro, he just put it to him.
But I mean, he went in on him.
He just called him out.
Lying on anything?
Nope.
Was he lying on anything?
Nope.
Not at all.
I like that statement about working for the political candidates. I work for CNN. Not for long, buddy. Not for long.
Man said they didn't hire me to work for political candidates. They hired me at CNN. It's like, oh, okay, I got you. We'll see how long you'll last, Scott Jennings. All right. So you got to have a resident Republican.
Oh, you can tell he's close to retirement, or he got to ace up his sleeve, or he got some business that's doing good on the side, or something. He ain't worried about losing that gig.
Yeah, not at all. Now we had a few people up there who talked about, you know, how tough life has been. All right, how tough life has been. One of them being Oprah. Okay, I actually don't have a clip from Oprah, but I do have a clip from Michelle. All right, about how her father used to look at people sideways who maybe had more than what they should. Okay, so let's see what Miss Michelle got to say on that.
You see, my mom, in her steady, quiet way, lived out that striving sense of hope every single day of her life. She believed that all children, all people have value, that anyone can succeed if given the opportunity. She and my father didn't aspire to be wealthy. In fact, they were suspicious of folks who took more than they needed. They understood that it wasn't enough for their kids to thrive if everyone else around us was drowning. So my mother volunteered at the local school.
Okay. So, I mean...
Was she drowning?
Yeah.
Or was she like rich forever?
Martha's Vineyard.
That's rich.
Like, that's an affluent community. Isn't that what they call it?
You don't get to go there if you're broke. They check your poor card. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Let me see that. Nah. You brokey, get out of here.
It said, hey man, I've got $1 billion in stocks. They're like, is that it? Chump change. You can't even afford the dirt. Okay? You can't even afford the dirt that's to begin building a house. It's like, come on, man. And it also should be noted that, of course, the Obamas, you know what I'm saying? They always talked about the climate change, and Martha's Vineyard happens to be like
a beach,
beside the ocean. Yeah, right, like where, you know, if the Great Flood was coming, that's probably one of the places it would hit first.
Well, Cube, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but that climate change is straight bullshit.
Oh, I don't. Can you say that out loud?
Yeah, the climate change is bullshit. It's not happening. right? I love it because I hear in Colorado they've been really pushing it hard because there are a bunch of faggot liberals out here, and so they'll be like, "Oh, every day is breaking new records," and it's like, "Oh, it broke the record. Okay, what was the last record? Oh, it was half a degree lower 100 years ago. Oh, okay, I see. All right."
It's
I
like,
get
wow.
it.
It's like really knocked it out the water. It said, "Oh my God, y'all are insufferable." And you know what else is crazy? Kamala had was she on Air Force 2, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Mhm.
So she had Air Force 2 circle around 15 extra minutes so she wouldn't miss her husband's speech. And there's some emissions being put out.
Yeah, the whole emissions thing is a scam. Like we have these, the whole world is covered with these like carbon emission absorbers. They're called trees and plants, and so we want more carbon dioxide, not less. And so they're lying to you.
Well, I mean, but they're doing it for a good cause, though. Like they've got to get somewhere quick.
They can blow me. No, they want to take away your freedoms and rights. Was climate change thought up by you know who? I'm Googling this. Judaism and climate change. Oh, wow. Who would have thought? The climate crisis, a humanitarian and a Jewish issue. Jewish values on climate change and energy.
It's not real.
Is there a Jewish responsibility to fight climate change? Mm-hmm. Jews and fossil fuel exploration. Man, they got to stick Judaism in on everything, don't they? Fuck.
Well, they just got to slide it in there. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure y'all remember that. Hey, we are here. Okay, we are here. But we seen, of course, Michelle. She's talking about that her parents were always wary of people who had more than what they needed. So, kind of weird that.
Bitch, they got rich while she's in the White House.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, huh?
Did you find the video of Oprah? Because Oprah was discriminated against and broke.
Oprah broke. Hey, let's see if we can find something here. Ooh.
Oh, and she was discriminated against. She said so at the DNC.
Let's see. Did she discriminate against? I wonder if this is it right here. Let's see if this is it right here. She paid dearly. Oh, Oprah. You know, she's just a billionaire, but hey, you know, life was tough. You know what I'm saying?
They broke barriers and they paid dearly for it. But it was the grace and guts and courage of women like Tessie Prevost Williams that paved the way for another young girl who 9 years later became part of the second class.
What's up with that guy? He's like, tell it, sister.
Berkeley, California. And it seems to me that at school and at home, somebody did a beautiful job of showing this young girl how to challenge the people at the top and empower the people at the bottom. They showed her how to look at the world and see not just what is, but what can be. They instilled in her a passion for justice and freedom and the glorious fighting spirit necessary to pursue that passion. And soon and very soon,
Woman, but look at this woman. But she got tears. She toe up. I mean, of course she tore to pieces. I mean, it's just like, oh boy, these people are crazy, man.
Soon and very soon, we're going to be teaching our daughters and sons about how this child of an Indian mother and a Jamaican father, two idealistic, energetic immigrants, how this
Were they
child
legal immigrants?
grew up to become the 47th President of the United States.
I mean, that's an impassioned
This
speech
country's
right
a
there.
joke.
I mean, did you not feel the energy coming from that?
Nah, fuck her.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you got billionaire people telling me they're discriminated against. I don't want to fucking hear it.
But that's
Go
what
look at
you
my
want,
bank account.
man.
I feel discriminated against.
Yes. Listen, I definitely feel it, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Man, said my bank account is screaming that I have been discriminated against. Okay. And I'm trying to figure out, you know, how I can get out of this mess I'm in. That's all I'm saying. All right. Oh, is this it? Let's see. Childless cat. Oh no, this is her talking about a childless cat lady. She had that moment too. Where she was talking about the childless cat lady, and then it like swung over to like some big chick in the audience. I was like, timing much there? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's some bad timing. I can't find it right offhand. But anyway, Oprah cried. She cried broke as well. Um, she said she remembered the time she was broke. We got Michelle Obama, who's not broke as well, saying that her father always looked at people who were rich and took more than what they needed with a sly eye. We had Bernie Sanders get up there and say, you know, these races don't need to be ran by money and by billionaires. And then right on the back end, Pritzker gets right up there and says, "Yeah, I'm a billionaire and I'm richer than Trump." It's like Pritzker, Pritzker. I think you're going opposite of what everybody was going for on this one. Like he didn't get the memo. Like he just, if I'm correct, they're saying that he inherited like the Hyatt hotels. I think that's the family business. Pritzker, is that Jewish? I don't think so.
He is Jew. Yes, he is.
Jewish.
Yeah, he is. I
Okay,
know all
all right,
about the
fair enough.
Pritzkers.
Yeah, so this is Pritzker right here.
Fun to give that speech. I mean, Donald Trump clearly, I get under his skin for some reason or another, and it's clear I've been doing that since I was running for governor in the first place. You know, I started my campaign for governor. Every speech that I gave started with "Everything we care about is under siege by a racist, misogynist, homophobic, xenophobe," and that is what he still is. Strangely enough, I think that because I'm wealthy, I think when I say those things, it really bothers.
It bothers him more. You think?
I don't know why, but I think it's because the guy's such a narcissist that he just he compares himself to everybody. And you know, if he's wealthier than you, he thinks he's better than you are. And I guess since I'm wealthier than he is, he must think I'm better than he is.
Well, you're well.
Oh, okay. I mean, modest much. I mean, it's just like.
These fucking people, I swear.
Corey, give us a breakdown. Give us the breakdown of that. Did you catch all of that? You got something good for us.
I got nothing. I'm speechless.
Oh man. Well, if that wasn't enough, okay. That wasn't enough. We got a young lady up here, telling people that you'll have to pry her wedding ring from her cold dead hands, okay? But she inserts something in the middle of that, so we're gonna let her speak her piece. We're letting everybody speak their piece. There was some dumb people out here speaking over the past few days. There's no doubt about it.
By the way, I get a message for the Republicans and the justices of the United States Supreme Court. You can pry this wedding band from my cold, dead, gay hand.
Okay.
And I'm retaining a lot of water, so good luck with that.
So what did they say? They said that fucking the Republicans said gay marriage was going to be a slippery slope. Were they right? Mm-hmm.
Man, we've been on a slope, boy. I'm trying to tell you. She talking about you can pry the wedding ring from my cold dead gay hand. It's like, what? This is the people that you're going against. Okay, you're just like, But it's not so much that you're Republican. It's just you look over there and like, y'all are fucking idiots.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yes.
man, you're making me choose a side, and hot damn, dude. I mean, I got to choose wisely. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If I got to choose. Now, CNN, they said that the Democratic Party is trying to cater or try to bring in men, okay? But they're trying to bring in a particular type of man. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll let them speak the piece about toxic masculinity, something that doesn't exist. So let's see this.
Very different female candidates, but they are doing so in trying to put forward male figures, Tim Walz being one of them, Doug Emhoff last night, who can speak to men out there who might not be the sort of testosterone-laden, gun-toting kind of guy who wants to listen to.
You mean a bunch of faggots?
And the kind of players that.
Oh, you think that's what they're trying to say, Corey?
Yes.
Him out at the RNC, or might want to listen to that, but also, in addition, understand that it's okay in 2024 to be a man comfortable in his own skin who supports a woman. And that's something that they really are trying to work on with male voters beyond debates.
I mean, we were talking about this earlier,
Yeah.
the different definitions of masculinity in 2024,
Right.
and what we saw at the Trump convention, which was, as you know, somebody, I forget exactly who said it, testosterone with Kid Rock and the Ultimate Fighting Champion guy.
Yeah, that guy.
And,
Did he say testosterone?
Deanna White.
Yeah, testosterone. I'm not sure.
Is that like?
what it
Is that on the? Is that on the fucking menu at like the fucking the macaroni grill or what?
It's French cuisine, man. Testosterone.
Yeah, remember Hulk Hogan actually ripped off his shirt and he had another shirt underneath, which I think is not exactly what the rip off the shirt thing is supposed to be. But in any case, I digress.
When you do it, it's not like that.
Why Jake Tapper act like an idiot?
Because he's gay.
Of course he was gonna rip off his shirt and have another shirt underneath it. He wasn't gonna rip off his shirt and just be out there in his chest. I mean, damn.
I mean, just on the Hulk Hogan of it all. I mean, look.
By the way, said something racist.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, just recently he.
Oh, they saying racist Hogan because supposedly he said nigger with the hard ER back in the day. So that's why they're harkening on Hulk Hogan. This is a legend.
He drunkenly asked a crowd whether they wanted him to body slam Kamala Harris. So when we talk about the kind of testosterone that they put on display at the RNC, that's what it was. There is a contrast that is going to be on display tonight here. I mean, there are going to be people associated with Planned Parenthood, the Human Rights Campaign, the LGBTQ plus organization. They are going to be putting those people on the stage to talk about a different version of America. But for Democrats, it's always this balancing act between feeding the need for their base to hear these messages of affirmation about a sort of rainbow coalition, if you will, of their party, but they're very different.
So Corey,
Bro, straight to the fucking gulag with all these people.
Yeah, the particular type of person that they're trying to engage with, men. You know what I'm saying? They say drop the toxic masculinity. You know what I'm saying? We want men that's comfortable in their own skin. What's that supposed to mean? Does that mean anything?
They want some gay dudes. That's all there is to it.
They want you to be able to open up. You be emotional.
Yeah, fuck your feelings.
You come home and you talk.
I don't want to hear it.
Corey, that's not how you're supposed. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Yo, and I don't know what the deal is. Of course, I support women. I support women in the kitchen. I support women in the garden. I support women cleaning up. I support them in the bedroom. I support them all over the place.
Man said most definitely there. Okay, most definitely there. There ain't no doubt about it. Now, we had somebody who was a voice, and not a voice of reason during the dreaded years of the disease that should not be named, Mr. Chris Cuomo. Okay. Now, we all know that he has been booted from his position at CNN, grab-assing. All right, allegedly grab-assing. Okay. But
How can
he's
you
good
grab
for
ass as a
picks.
Democrat? It's not possible. He's innocent because we all know that all Democrats are gay. Okay. So I don't want to hear he was grab assing nothing.
Well, it said both him and his brother. His brother's straight filling up on him. I mean, here's
So
what
are
I'm
they
saying.
gay or are they really closet Republicans? That's the only option.
Well, yeah, this is true. They got that toxic masculinity in them. I mean, Andrew Cuomo's was so bad that he had to resign because they had footage. Like they had the footage of my man like grabbing tits, and they still didn't charge him with nothing.
You can do that. We had our president said so. He said you can grab him by the pussy, and so I listened to my president.
Okay. So we got Chris Cuomo up here, and he going in. All of a sudden now he's got a conscience. Okay, seeing how he's on the new news network, and he's out here and he's going in on them. So let's hear what he's got to say.
Big theme here at the DNC is that they're going to go after corporate gouging, and they're going to go after corporations, whether it's in taxes, largesse, loopholes. The RNC, we heard the same thing. They're going after the elites, the two sets of rules. Let me reveal a reality to you that has to be spoken to here, okay? These are the soldiers. These are the men and the women that go back to their constituencies and their communities, and they fight. They take time from their jobs. They take time from their families. Republicans and Democrats alike, that's what they do. They need to charge these people up. They need to be able to get them on board. But there's another reality that is literally looking down on them. Greg, look at the ring of sweets, okay? This is not unique to Democrats. There is a game of money. When people talk about uniparty, we are strangled by the money reality in our politics. Those suites start at 500 grand. You think there's like a teacher group up in there? You think it's like the Cub Scouts of Columbia County, South Carolina, that's up in those boxes? Some of them are lobbies and good things.
Doesn't he work for Patrick Bet David now?
Why do you think I'm on the floor?
Is that right? Is that?
I thought so. I thought so. Who we got picked up by?
But is that who owns News Nation?
I don't think so, but I thought still, nonetheless, I think that he got hired by
Okay,
Patrick Bet David.
Patrick Bet David's show. I do know that. But yeah, I don't know. I know he's with News Nation. That's who he's been with for.
I'm sorry, I just can't look at this guy as a credible source of fucking anything. Like, I mean,
Man, he's giving you the breakdown though.
I don't give a goddamn fuck what he's doing. Like, I just look at that guy and he's an opportunistic doing. He would take a job in the news working for anybody because it's all he knows how to do. Is be a news stooge.
Or News Nation is not a broke company. Nexstar is a massive organization. We are corporate media. We don't have one of those boxes because that's the game. You pay to play. Those boxes are filled with the same people that they say they're going to regulate. They are literally looking down on the faithful and being told, yeah, we're going to break down on them. We're going to make them pay their share. They paid $500, $700, $1 million, $1.5 million to have those seats. They get hotel suites that are probably gifted to the party. And the same thing is true with the Republican side. And they're going to take them down. They're going to change how it is. They are looking down from on high at the people who make the difference in their communities. And that is the reality of politics. And I had my producer walk around and show you those suites. Now, they're not all the same. They're not all the same. But the reality is, in 2000, they spent $300 million on presidential campaigns. 24 years later, you know what they're expected to spend? $10 billion. Do you know how much money Harris has raised in the last couple of weeks? Hundreds of millions. And that's success. A lot of it's small donor. A lot of it isn't. The most dangerous money in politics is now legal money because of Citizens United. You've got to know this. The idea that they can fight against it is almost laughable. It's almost laughable. So look and listen when you are told these things. Because I don't care what they promise you. Not here to...
Okay, here we go. We got the breakdown. Hot damn, $5 million. What do you get with that?
You have to realize that. Here's the deal. You got to realize that when companies buy these things, this is chump change to them. This is promotional shit that they do for clients and stuff. This is like cost of doing business. This isn't normal people who are using these seats. This is a all corporate shit.
Yeah, I know, but damn, Bo, 2 lower level suites, $5 million. Come on, cuz.
Tonight, not at the RNC, not that Trump knows him, not that they don't own him. He did one of the biggest fundraisers I've ever heard of in my life out where I live. Millions of dollars a plate. That's the reality of politics.
So Cuomo's all of a sudden on the
Team, he's on Team Good Guy now. Yep.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, he's taking ivermectin and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's in there. He no doubt. So that's the DNC. I wanna end this with just a couple more clips. We've got hotties for Harris. I didn't know this was a thing. But we got hotties for Harris, and they've got a ringleader. And then they had a hotties for Harris party. Okay, and you can kind of imagine what was being done at the hotties for Harris party. But
I'm sure they were all fat.
Come on, so we got Miss Taylor Lorenz.
Oh, I hate her.
She didn't have her
Look at that fucking. Look at those buck teeth.
She didn't have her mask on right now. Does she not know the coof is still out there? Hold on, let me
Taylor's filling us in on some of the DNC highlights since we haven't been able to get into the convention. And what did you get as a party favor?
So, well, I was at the Hotties for Harris party last night, which was a party a bunch of people went to, and it was like they had like all of these different sort of things. They had like mini golf where like you like go mini golf through like a ring of tampons and stuff. And then I went through, then there was like a gumball machine, and I was like, oh, let me turn the gumball machine and, maybe it's like a ring or something. And it was, I have this, it was Plan B. It's a Plan B pill.
Sorry.
None of them bitches are getting fucked, so I don't know what they need all this shit for anyway. Who's fucking these disgusting liberal communists? Seriously. Seriously. For all the talk they do about birth control and abortion and all this shit, you think they fucking all day long. Give me a break. God damn. God damn.
So, Corey, we got some live footage. You know what I'm saying? Here you go.
I told you, they fat. They fat. Only fat white women who were not abused but didn't have daddy around when they were growing up is the ones who turned to this shit. I swear.
Yeah, this is
the ones who were abused at least become prostitutes or something good.
I turned the volume off because it's got music behind it, but we'll see this playthrough. Okay, we're seeing all the hotties out here. Okay, there goes another one. Hold on, let me go back. There goes another right there, Corey. Right there, another hottie. All right, so we got that. Here we go. There goes a hottie right there. Okay, they got a punching machine. We see the Plan B.
Fight for repro rights.
Plan B. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean.
I don't understand how murdering your kids is repro rights.
Yeah, single cat lady. All right, so they got little mini golf with cats. All right, so I mean they're feeding into this. It's like we're gonna feed right into it. Child care. All right.
These people need help, and that's why we need to have them put into camps so they can get the help that they need.
Here we go. Oh, they had the Hall of Hotties. Who's up here? Okay. Kamala, Tim Waltz.
Is that JLo up top?
Grande. No, that's Ariana Grande right there. That's Jason Kelsey. Oh, is it? I think this is Nancy Pelosi. Pelosi up there. Oh, I think that's Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams is in the Hall of Hotties.
That's gross. No. No.
Oh, who's it? I think this is Elizabeth Warren. Or maybe it's that the other.
They painted them better looking than they really are.
Okay, we got the wall of weird. All right, so they had a few folks. Okay, so we got some black folks were there. Some black and then this red bone. You know what I'm saying? So we had some black folks there.
I don't know if that's a red bone or else she just got a black grandpa kind of deal.
Okay, then we're getting down hotties for Harris. It looked like a happening place. Oh, here we go right here, okay? Pregnancy test, UTI treatments, early pregnancy test. Hey.
Dude, they make it seem like Democrat women are all just disgusting, fucking gross ass whores. Really, that's like the image I'm getting.
It's just getting ran through, boy.
Like, give them for some Vagisil, why don't you?
Oh, man. Oh, don't load up on me. Here we go. Dear God Almighty, finish playing. Oh, here we go. Okay, that was the plan B. I'm not sure what this is. This condoms.
I thought Plan B was prescription only. Are they violating the law?
Well, at one point in time, I think they was trying to send that shit in the mail.
No, but I'm against condoms. They're stupid. Don't use them.
Okay, Hall of Hotties. Oh,
They'll
man,
kill
they
you.
got Fauci up there. They got this nigga. Sometimes a key. They got Fauci up there in the Hall of Hotties. So, that's bad. Here we go. All right. What? Sex may soon be illegal. All must go. Man, what are they talking about?
These people are end of the world fucking victimization cult. That's what they are. They're an end of the world victimization cult.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So that was the DNC, okay? You could get your abortion, you get your vasectomy. Maybe you went to the Hotties for Harris, okay? Strutted your stuff, showed people your dance moves, got you a tampon, got you some Plan B. I mean, doesn't that seem like a happy
Fuck
time?
some fat chick. I'm telling you, the fat chicks never get any, so they give it up at the drop of a fucking hat.
That's what I was about to say. It makes it seem like y'all saying that y'all easy. Like this is an easy win. But I know y'all done took that jab, so I'm kind of wary. You know what I'm saying? I know all y'all got all your shots, okay? Boosters and all, unauthorized doses and all. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to pause. As tempting as it was, especially that the first one we seen. Temptation was there, Corey. You know what I'm saying? That very first one, it's like, yeah, right there at the beginning. She got her mixed drink and all, but she's ready. You know what I'm
Here's the
saying?
deal. I just ain't got any sympathy at all for fat people because I used to be one. End of story. I weighed 265. One day I'll bust out them photos. I was gross. And if you're 265, you're gross. And so don't be fat. Okay? Don't be fat. And people will fuck you. And once they start fucking you, your self-esteem will go back up and you'll stop being a stupid communist. Okay? I'm telling you with certainty. If you fuck more, you will think more clearly. That is a fact of life. Okay? The problem with all these goddamn fucking victimhood people is they never get fucked. That's the problem. So that's my rant for the day.
That's the rant for the day. So the DNC, RNC, all this stuff is like, okay. The RNC seem to have more people up there that was less crazy.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of this political shit right now. All I want to know is how are the Democrats going to steal this election? Because they're going to. That is it. The Democrats are going to fuck Trump on a fucking scale we've never, ever seen. And it's going to be wild. And it's going to be obvious. And it's going to piss everyone off. And that's what's going to fucking happen. And so I'm just waiting to see.
So you're saying it's going to be blatantly obvious?
Blatantly obvious. Like that motherfucker is going to be polling 90% and he's going to lose by like 30 points in the district. I'm going to be like, what? That's what they're going to fucking do.
Man, it's going to be some shenanigans on an epic proportion.
Fuck, dude. Epic proportions, bro. Epic.
Oh, man.
We're doomed as a country. We're doomed. Yeah. I think we might have been just doomed since Biden. Really, like Biden might be the beginning of the end. Because if they can steal this election, they'll steal every election, period. We've never had someone as popular as Trump is right now today. So he should be a shoo-in. But no. Yeah. Not going to happen. They're going to steal the shit. And if they steal it, it proves that they got the system on lockdown. So they'll never lose. Which means this whole system needs a fucking burn.
Yeah, burn it down.
ripped from their
Now,
houses and heads cut off and everything.
now there was supposed to be some debates, but I don't think they're doing debates anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're doing.
I think
it.
they're
The
not in
September 4th
September.
one, I think that one's canceled. I think Kamala said she wasn't doing it.
I don't know. If she's smart, she won't do it.
I don't think she's going to do any debates. Yeah. So says Trump to participate in Fox News town hall after debate doesn't materialize. Yeah, so he's doing the town hall September 4th, as opposed to doing the debate on Fox News. And here's what I don't get: like Trump will go on whatever, he'll go on CNN, MSNBC, or whatever, and do the debate. But then like everybody else, like, oh, I don't want to do it on Fox. Man, Fox has got folks like what's the dude's name? Geraldo. Isn't that the cat's name? It's like, dude, it's like, my goodness, man. They got Geraldo up there. That dude dumb as a bag of bricks, Bo. And he communist as it gets. He was the one like, yeah, hold him down and jab him. I'm like, Bo, you need to get out of here, man. And I always like how they talk about, oh yeah, my body, my choice, and all that. Until they started talking about that pokey poke, and it was like, your ass better get a pokey poke, or we're gonna come and we're gonna lock you up. We're gonna kick you out of your job. We're gonna make sure you don't eat. It's like, damn, dude. Can I not let this death be my own?
Oh,
you know what I'm
fuck.
saying? If it's coming for me, let this death be my own. All right.
The ultimate
Not-
social
not deny
contract
me
was
this.
violated by the establishment. End of story. They violate. I had some sort of heart condition from COVID for 6 fucking months. It's probably going to end up killing me one fucking day. And it's the government's goddamn fucking fault. Like, fuck them. Seriously, to death.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. So guys, leave y'all thoughts in the comment section below. Did y'all see some stuff from the DNC that stirred you up? I'm pretty sure we'll be talking about this on day 0 as well, coming up on Sunday. Make sure y'all checking this out. Day 0. It is on all podcast platforms. We do that live on Rockfin and on Rumble on the Rogue Ways show. So make sure y'all checking us out. That's Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern. Corey also does his Bloody History. Okay, Bloody History. Best historian on the web. Okay.
In the world.
BloodyHistory.substack.
In the world.
Yeah, dark web and all. Okay, so BloodyHistory.substack. Make sure you go when you check that out. Also, JFK Extraordinaire. Okay, best book ever written. Corey Hughes, that guy.
A Warning from History.
That I got up here. Yeah. Make sure you get that. You can still get it from Buy Me a Coffee. You can get. Do we still got some hardbacks, softbacks that people can get?
I got softbacks right now. I'm running a promotion. If you sign up for my Substack, you get it for $50 and pay the whole year. You get a book for free.
Okay. So there we go, guys. So yeah, if you want to get that, make sure you're on that. As far as that goes, once we get something of note that comes out, we're gonna do some more Showtime with the Cube. We just gotta
Everything sucks. Here's the deal. Everything sucks. And then I got to get on there for a half hour and be like, dude, this sucks. It's like, it sucks. And it's like, we're just waiting for something to not suck. So
we gotta talk about something that's at least good and intriguing and something.
Well, I just watched Alien Romulus. I don't know if you want to do Alien Romulus. I wasn't overly thrilled. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said that the third act of it just kind of
it went off the rails. They did. It went off the rails.
They just stopped
It
trying.
was some big 8-foot tall fucking white albino fucking alien looking thing with a tail. I'm like, what? Because what happened was the alien face thing got onto a pregnant woman, and it ain't never done that before. And so the baby comes out, and the baby is like a big old fucking, like,
yeah,
it was creepy. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, it was stupid.
Didn't eat the mom.
I'm sure it did. It was dumb. It was retarded. Never mind. I changed my opinion since I just started talking about it. It was stupid. Don't watch it. And we ain't going to do a show on it. So there you go.
Yeah, well, the next one we do, I'd like to do one on something that was actually good.
Right. So we'll be back with a show in a couple of years.
So when that will happen, we're not sure. Well, we got some prospects.
We should do like some Showtime with the Cube
Pink
flashback
Lane, yeah.
for some 80s movies or something.
do a flashback. We might just have to do a trailer.
Yeah, from now on, and we can just watch trailers and just hope.
That's what Showtime with the Cube would turn into. Us watching trailers is like, maybe this would be good, maybe not. Oh no, Craven the Hunter looks like it might be pretty straight. Looks like folks at least gonna die in it. So I'm like, good. Let me see some people die. All right, in horrific ways. Okay, you know what I'm saying? By by a man's bare hands, and I'll feel good about that. So we're gonna do some Showtime at some point in time. So make sure y'all checking this out. CoreyHughes.org. You can find everything there. XQ420.com for everything I do. We appreciate everybody for checking us out. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. We'll catch y'all next Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, with another Beyond the Cube. Peace out.